Hey Thrifties, this is Kia with Drapes and Jewels, your thrift reseller, stylist, and sourcer. And I am so excited about this video. This is an OOTD, outfit of the day, fully thrifted outfit. This is your February thrift haul. So stay tuned for all the goodness that I got this month. And I also have something very important to share with you really briefly. So let me start with what's really important. One day I'm going to share with you how Drapes and Jewels got started, what the origin story is. But for now, what I'll tell you is that when I began thinking about creating Drapes and Jewels, I wrote a note to myself in my phone. And the note was a bio. Kia Jarman, spiritual doula. And so that was what Drapes and Jewels was really birthed out of, at least partially. And what that really meant was that I wanted to help people to renew and refresh and reframe who they were in the world to be their highest spiritual self. And what I was told, I won't tell you about who, but what I was told was start with thrifting. Start with the closet. Start with what people look like. But the reality is, I really want you to think about what's inside and how what's inside resonates on what's outside. So I often wear bright clothes, even though I love black. I love black. But I wear bright clothes. I wear sometimes, all the jewels, because I really want to be a reflection of what I feel like on the inside, which is royal, which is amazing, which is bright. And during the pandemic, I was spending time in my other work on Zooms, and people were often feeling like they did not have a safe space in their own homes. And so I began to think about, how do I help people curate a safe space for themselves? And again, what was imparted into me was start with what you know really, really well, which is thrifting. So why is this important? Because I need you to share. I need you to share. I see many of you out in the world. I've had inboxes, I've had texts, I've been at parties, I've been at meetings, I've been on Zooms, and people have been like, oh my gosh, I love what you're doing with Drapes and Jewels. I love that you're doing this new thing. I love that you look so happy. I love the glow. I mean, people are very complimentary. Thank you. And thank you for telling me I need you to engage with the content, because I want more people to get access to a freer version of themselves. I want them to have a renewed, refreshed sense of who they are. I want to help them unlock the things that are in them. And the way we're going to start is through thrifting. That's the journey. So on YouTube, you can search YouTube Drapes and Jewels, or you can go to youtube.com/Drapes Jewels. Like the videos that are on there. There's quite a bit of good content on there, and I'd love for you to engage with that. Subscribe, share, comment, ask questions. Let me engage back with you. I'd love to do that. On Instagram, drapes.and.jewels. Go there. I promise y'all I tried to get the same name across all the platforms, but it just doesn't work out that way. However, go on there, like the page, share the content, leave comments. I want to talk to you. And on TikTok, Drapes and Jewels. Do the same. And of course, I'd love for you to share my Poshmark closet, Drapes and Jewels, so that people can get access to some of the amazing, cool things that I thrift for myself, because I thrift for myself, but also thrift for others. So please, please, please engage with the content so that other people can get access to the freedom, the joy, the rebellious joy that I'm trying to unlock in this new journey of my life, but also hopefully in your life as well. Particularly with all this happening in the world, y'all, trying to find ways that we can spark and create joy. And that doesn't mean that we're happy all the time or that we're smiling all the time, but what that does mean is that we get a chance to show up in the world the way that we want to show up in the world, and people will respect that. Okay? All right, so let me get into outfit of the day. This is a totally thrifted outfit. Go to YouTube and watch, I think, the November or December thrift haul. I mean, just watch them all, right? But this was in the coordinate section. I told you all, go to the coordinate section. Why? Because I could put this shirt with a pair of pants. I could put this bottom with another shirt. I could put all of this with a blazer on top. I have on tennis shoes because your girl likes tennis shoes. And of course, tennis shoes that coordinate with my outfit. But I could also put on heels. I've got another shoe that matches this. I'm probably going to show you that. Give me just a second. All right, Thrifties, so here's another look. See, I told you, dress it up, dress it down. This is the value of thrifting. I think I told you all, this is like my power color of the season. I have so many things in this color. I mean, even my fingernails. And some version of this highlighter, chartreuse, yellow thing, it's making me really happy. Okay, so here are my shoes. Cute, right? All right, Thrifties, let's get into the thrift haul for February. You all know I do them at the end of the month to capture all the things that I've gotten throughout the month. And mind your business about all my things. That's on me, not on you. But I'm going to show you all the goodness I have. Some of these things are in the Poshmark closet. I've already listed them there. I hope that you might make an offer. Make an offer. Let's talk about it. Let's go through it so I can share with you the value of what it is that I have curated for your closet. Okay, I needed new jeans. You all have seen several of my barrel leg jeans. I love the barrel leg jeans. They are my favorite. I do have other jeans, but I'm in a different season. I want something different. So the thrift store is a great place for jeans. I haven't talked as much about that with you all, but let me show you what I got. And kind of went overboard, but that's my business, okay? So I found two of the same brand pants. Wonderly. That's what they're called, Wonderly. I got them a little bit bigger because I got things, okay? And I know I could take them to the tailor to get taken in, but I'm always having to accommodate either my hips, the behind area, and the waist is always going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm always trying to compensate for all those things. So I got these in two different washes, and actually two different lengths. They're a skinny crop, mid-rise skinny crop. These are 14 regular. They're a little bit longer. So they come down a little bit longer. And then these, the same pair, different wash, mid-rise skinny, are just regular pair. So they're not, so these are just 14. Those are 14 regular. I believe one of these is longer. I said those were longer. These might be longer. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But one of these is longer. But this is just a different wash. You find something you like, you might decide you need to get it in more than one wash. I'm agreeing to that, because especially at the thrift store, because you can find so many different varieties of things. And if you happen to find that maybe someone has emptied their closet of the brands that they like, if it fits you really well, invest in it. Go for it. Okay, when I got these, they were brand new with tags and I already wore them. This brand, Halara. Okay, ladies, if you're a little bit thicker in the area we just talked about, this brand, which I had never heard of, Halara, H-A-L-A-R-A, Halara. Here's the tag, Halara. Can y'all see that? Okay, this brand, oh baby, Thick Girl Official. Okay, even probably if you're a smaller lady but you got curves, oh, you need this brand. So this was new with tags when I got it. I am short, so you have to be careful with the cuff because this is a permanent cuff. This is not one that I have cuffed. This one already has the seam cuffed together. That could be dangerous for a short girl, so you have to know how to wear it. And you all have already seen me style it. And then what I love is that the person who had these jeans and maybe they didn't fit them, because again, new with tags when I got it, they put an extra button here. So here's the original button. They put an extra button here, which has worked so well for me, so favorably. Okay. These were good. They've got good stretch also. Love them. I've seen Halara again now that I'm paying attention to it. I found that a couple of more times in the thrift store. Good brand. Good quality. These are Old Navy. Listen, you've got to be cautious. I told you be cautious about the cuffs. You got to be cautious about this other thing I'm about to tell you too, particularly if you got a little something going on in the front, okay? These have some pleats in them. Pleats can be your best friend or your worst enemy. If you got a little more happening in the front, the pleats can be really dangerous because they're going to bulge out. They're going to bulge out and make you look fluffier because when you sit, they're going to pooch. You all know what I'm talking about. But if you have enough flat happening, so a flatter tummy, that doesn't mean you don't have a stomach. It just means that it may not be as large. A pleat can be helpful because it can also do a little camouflaging. It can work both ends. So it's kind of dangerous, but I wanted a wide leg pant. I wanted something wider leg. I wanted to take it back. When I was younger, I had so many wide leg pants. Mostly because that's what fit really well for the curvy girls. Just being honest with you. And it was the style. So I got these wider leg pants. These are probably on the hanger my favorite. Off the hanger, not my favorite. However, I have figured out how to style them so that they can be my favorite. So off the hanger, you can tell these are actually a barrel leg pant. So you can see that they come out here. They have like a balloon leg and they get smaller at the bottom. The challenge though is with the size of these. So listen, the size of who I am, that what it does is it makes it look like almost like a mom jean, which probably is the point, except you want to have some differentiation between your thighs and the bottom, and you want it to be significant enough where it looks like it's a taper. This doesn't taper well. So my suggestion and what I plan to do with these is to take some boots that you all have already seen in one of the recent videos. They were brand new patent leather gum bottom. Do you remember those? I don't see them, but they were bought this month, so they should be a part of the thrift haul. However, I was going to put those on and let them kind of combat boot, push the pant leg up, and kind of have it gather that way. That way it gives the right amount of bubble there, and then it brings together enough at the bottom. I'm going to style it for you at some point and tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, but these are actually really good jeans. They're Banana Republic. Really good pair of pants. They look really good on the hanger, and they also look really good on the model when you look on the website, but I got work to do. Okay, these brand new with tags. Good American. Do y'all know Good American? Do you know Good American? Good American. Good jean. Stretch. You probably can't get as good of idea of that, but good stretch. Quick secret, I've already washed these. I washed them with the tags on them because I wanted y'all to see that they were new with tags on them. However, these have been washed. Okay, so they've got the exposed knee, a little distressing there. They fit really well. They've got the unfinished hem at the bottom, but not so unfinished it's going to come apart, but unfinished enough where, you know, you could put on something really fun and funky with it. But I like a distressed look, especially because you can dress this up with a blazer or you can t-shirt it, right? And so I'll probably wear it with some type of blazer, some type of more business cash on the top, and then do a little hello knee exposure on the bottom. And last but not least, I don't think I did this on purpose, but I mean, this is on purpose. My favorite pair of jeans that I've thrifted this month. And maybe outside of my barrel leg jeans, my favorite pair of jeans that I'm going to be wearing. Let me show you. Baby, what? Baby, what? These have also been washed. Okay. Honey, two-tone split leg jeans. I mean, what? What? These are good. They're Hollister brand. I was a little concerned because I was concerned that this may not fit. It's good. It fits really well. It is just enough leg at the bottom. These are it should be a straight leg. Yeah, this is an ultra high rise stacked vintage straight is what it's called. It's got stretch. It is good. And again, I've got to compensate for the thighs, and then I'm going to take the hips and the thighs, and I'm going to take in the waist. Remember I showed you all the waist gap little doodad that I have that brings it in? I'll be using those until I can get with the tailor. And I have a new tailor that I can't wait to tell you all about that I've been recommending some of my folks who are in Nashville who bought out of my Poshmark closet that I've been recommending her to. So I can't wait to share more about my experience getting some clothes tailored. But I'm probably going to start with jeans because I got to buy bigger to get the hip snatched. Okay, so let's get into a couple of home good things just so that I can get that out of the way. What I haven't shared with you all as much is that I have a home. I call it the museum. The museum. Y'all get it? Museum. It's my muse. I love walking around my home. I feel so proud to be in my home. It brings me so much joy and excitement to be in my home. That's what I hope you have. But I have so many pieces that I have thrifted, that I have gotten secondhand, that I have collected over the years. I mean, I have some big, beautiful pieces. Even, I don't know how much of this you can see. I'll have to turn the camera at some point, but I've had people who've complimented this. It's a sleigh back, 100% wood, on wheels, antique dresser that I was able to get from my grandparents. And it was in their home for many, many years. And I've already had it probably 15-ish years. So it is a very old piece and I cherish it. I changed out the knobs and painted it. But I'm telling you this to say, you can have a beautiful home that is not take all the money out of the bank and that makes you so happy. All of my baubles and things and decor and art, it makes me so happy. Okay, so let me share with you a couple things I got. This is just, baby, it's just gorgeous. It is a shell, a seashell. And in my home already, I have a collection of shells that I have gathered from my travels over the years. And so when I saw this in the store, I told you all in the video that features this, that when you see something, you just pick it up, put it in your cart and figure it out later. So I picked it up, put it in my cart, and I will figure it out, but it is beautiful. And it goes with my maximalism, Afro boho style aesthetic in my home. I cannot wait to style her. Okay. All right. And then next, I've shared with you my love of lucite, of plastic, of resin, of clear things. Particularly, you saw that with some jewelry that I wore. I have several of those type of pieces, but I also around my home have clear resin things, lucite things, end tables, lamps, all types of goodness around the house that are clear, that are very heavy plastic, which is what lucite is. Okay. I, just like that shell, was traveling through the thrift store and came upon this beautiful lamp, which is incredibly heavy. It is super heavy. So, you know, you could also like knock somebody out with it. It is very heavy, but it is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful detail. Super heavy and just the right type of accent for my home. Why do I like resin? Why do I like lucite? Why do I like plastic, super heavy plastic? Because it's clear. So I like it if it's clear, okay? Because of course, some of those things can come in colors. But I like it when it's clear because it can go with anything. It can go with silver, gold, brass, even though this has silver accents on it. I could totally paint this or spray paint it and make it into another thing, but it's probably going to come in here, my bedroom. Okay, so I like it for that purpose. I like it because it can pick up the identity of any space. It can turn a space, of course, lighting can do a great number of things for your space because what it allows you to do is to make sure it illuminates, you know, a corner, but it also can add visual interest. And I'm always about visual interest. Matter of fact, people have come to my home and said, every time I come, I see something new. My eye is drawn to a different place. That is what a piece like this does. Oh, don't let me forget more home goods. So, I love creative, unique, hard to find, one of a kind-ish pieces. And when I saw this down the aisle, so hint, hint, here's your next commercial break, you need to make sure that you're going down the home goods aisle, which includes the tablecloths, the linens, the curtains, and even your napkins and table runners. You need to go down that section. And so I was going down that section and I found this and really loved this print. It reminded me of old and new. It reminded me kind of Aztec print, Mayan colors, very Santa Fe-ish. I just really enjoyed the color scheme. I love the patterns. And I hand washed these because I didn't want to put them in the washing machine, especially if you are wanting to make sure that your items remain as new as possible. You need to be as delicate as possible with the way you clean them. So I steam things, I hand wash things, I wash things and then hang them to dry. I have other little tricks and tips that I can share with you on a shop with me experience if you book me for that, to show you how to clean your thrifted items. Because the one thing you don't want to do is buy a bunch of stuff and then you can't clean it. Okay, so this is a home good, and then let me share one more with you. And so I felt like this might be a really good, again, I really enjoyed the prints. I like that it is lots of dimension to it because that's what I really like when I'm looking for something to come in my home. Again, the museum of my home is all about color and dimension and patterns and textures and giving you something to look at and then find something else the next time you come. So I like lots of visual interest in my home, and I knew that this would do that, even being a very basic black and white color scheme. The same section. This is a tablecloth, and I plan on using it on my table very soon. Now, usually I'm a table runner type of person. I love to keep my table up, so it is always designed. It always has plates on it. It always has place mats. It always has candles. It always has plants. I mean, it always has the things. And so this really, fits with the aesthetic that I have going on down there. One last home good item that I just had to have. It is a tile. It could be also a trivet. So meaning you could put hot items on it. It could withstand that. And it really goes with, I'm probably going to show you all, but it really goes well with a piece that I have in my hallway. This is a very Southwestern crafted piece. And I love when it tells the author's story, when it tells a little bit more about it. It's just really beautiful and really goes again with my Afro boho maximalist aesthetic that I have going on in my home. All right, Thrifties. So you recently saw, hopefully, Go back and watch the thrift tip from the weekend about searching for t-shirts. Well, let me share with you some of the t-shirts that I got in the t-shirt section because it's just good. Sometimes I might hit that section up and then I may go to the Poshmark and put things on there for you. So if there are certain t-shirts that you're looking for, I love t-shirts. I'm a collector of t-shirts. I have tons of t-shirts. You may not always see them in the thrifty videos, but I do have them. And so if you're looking for a certain type of t-shirt, here's your commercial break. Let me know. I can source that for you. That is the point of the thrift sourcer. Hello? Okay. All right. So here's the t-shirts that I got. So anytime I go to the thrift store, I'm thinking about my son. He loves Mario Brothers. So I got him a Super Mario shirt. It has a little bit of wear to it, but I thought that was kind of the beauty of it. Like kind of nostalgic, kind of old school, but it's for him. I told y'all recently I get some of my activewear, most of it from the thrift store. And so the top designers, I get them from the thrift store. So this is a like new t-shirt. I mean, it's so crisp and fresh. I hand washed it because I did not want it to go in the washing machine. I did not want it to start to, get a little bit dingier. It's really good quality. This part, which is like an iron-on type of look, I didn't want this to start cracking. So I hand washed it because I plan on wearing this for a while. Oh, I wish you all could feel this. It's like Legos. They're like Legos. Jordan Legos on a t-shirt. This may look like it's for my 10-year-old son, but no, baby, it's for me. I will be wearing this because look at that. 3D. It's touchable, but don't touch me. Okay, I love this because it just popped out to me that this is the type of thing that you can get in the thrift store that I'm never going to be looking for in a regular store. I'm not looking for a Jordan shirt in the regular store. Though I have several pair of Nikes. I want to dress up cool. But this right here is just, it's a thrift find. Hashtag thrift find. And of course, I had to get our girl. I mostly loved what it said, which was born to be a warrior. Of course, it's from the Black Panther. And it just was a really good shirt that I knew I could put a blazer on top of. I could wear with jeans and I could wear with a really cool, funky tennis shoe. And it was going to just make me happy. Remember, we're putting on things that give us the experience of the inside, confidently showing up on the outside. I am a warrior. So this shirt is me. It's a depiction of who I am. It's my identity on the inside coming out on the outside. So I'm getting her and I'm going to put her on. And oh my gosh. So something you should know is that I spend time in the thrift store, quite a bit of time in the thrift store because I'm always looking for you all, but I'm also looking for things for myself. And then I also have people who send me their needs. Hey, can you source this? Can you find this? They're just looking for one or two things. They're not looking for a whole bundle. And I'm looking for that. Okay. So I'm traveling down the aisle of the thrift store. And something that I'm always doing is if I find something that seems really unique, like this, or even if I find a unique tag, this of course is another one of those large brands, activewear brands. If I find funky tags, if I find a rare shirt, a rare pant, a rare designer item, I mean anything, home good item, I'm going to immediately go to the Googles and I'm going to see where it is online. Is it a really good find? And this one I found is a rare Adidas sweatshirt. I love that it's long sleeve because I love long sleeve. Now, something you should know about me. I actually do not like flowers or floral things on my clothes. So I was like, do you really like this? And then I was like, you really like this because of the colors. Now, at some point, I can't lie to you, this might end up in the Poshmark because it's already been washed. It might end up in Poshmark because while I like it and while I'm probably going to wear it, at some point, I'm probably going to say, I liked it. I photographed in it. It was great. It can go to somebody else. So I did find it online in a few places, thrifted, not new. It's off the market. So it's a hard to find piece, and in terms of with the company. So I'm really excited to wear it, jazz it up, but then also at some point, make sure it has a new home with someone who will love it just as much as I did. All right, Thrifties, let's get into the accessories. So I'm going to go pretty swiftly with these. I, as you all know, have been collecting ties as of late. This one I got because one, I liked the visual of it, very regal, but also I loved 100% silk. I love 100% silk. So this is a vintage tie. It was very much giving, I'm ready to be used by you, lady. And so I got that, but I also appreciated that most of the ties are polyester, some are cotton or other materials, which is cool. But silk, baby, is just good. Here are some other ties. Oh, let me share with you this one. Hello, do you know Christian Dior? Well, this is a Christian Dior tie. Beautiful. And I like wearing these things. I mean, yes, you can dress them up, but I'm excited about wearing this with some jeans and a blazer and probably a collared shirt. And I'll put a necklace with it. I'm going to show you how I'm wearing them. These I have unfinished, but let me show you some finished ones that I have wrapped up. So this is a finished one. So this also came this month's thrift haul. These are also tie clips as well as a brooch. And this is a brooch, and so I will be wearing that. Can you all see? Can you all see? Can you all see? See? I will be wearing that very soon. And so I've just tied it. And then this one is florals. Remember, I don't love florals that much, but something is pulling me about the flowers. I've already tied this one. The brand is My Tie. That's what's called My Tie. That's the brand. And so this one's a little stiffer, which actually works really well when you're doing this. I will put a necklace. I'm just looking to see, did I have one? No, I'll put a necklace through here and then I'll wear it like that. Good stuff. All right, I got several handbags this month. This very cute Mentessa German tapestry bag, wristlet bag goes there. It's absolutely beautiful with gold accents and a gold chain. Really love that. And even, I mean, shoot, it goes with this really well. So this is something, very dainty. I would wear this, and then I would also probably wear a crossbody. I would wear something a little bit bigger because in this, I'm putting a couple of dollars, credit card, a lip gloss, and a key. Not a key chain, not a key ring, but a key. That's all that can fit in here without it, one, being really heavy, but then also you don't want it to bulge out too much. It is a thin bag, and so this is about the width of it. So you don't want it to be too big, you don't want it to be too heavy, okay? There's that. This one is in the Poshmark Sam Edelman leather electric blue, beautiful gold and silver accent hardware here, as well as in the corners here. It is a very heavy bag because of that hardware. These are heavy pieces, and I'm always like a 2-for-1. Like, can you hit somebody with it and can you also wear it? It's a beautiful clutch. It also would go with this color scheme that I have as well, but it's in the Poshmark. Go buy it, go buy it, go buy it. As I mentioned, leather Sam Edelman bag. It is really, really beautiful. If you felt compelled, and you could find these online, and if you're super interested, I will tell you where, but you can inbox me, I'll tell you where. If you're super interested, you can make this into a crossbody, because you could get a chain that would turn this into a crossbody, and you could have it here. So that way if you need your hands to be free, you have it and it can kind of hang to the side. And because it has the hardware, it's not as flexible. So yes, it does bend, but that hardware really keeps it because of the heaviness. So yes, you could put a chain and do a little, would bring it like right here so that it's up against the body. And that way, if I have the crossbody on, I can have my hands free and I could be doing things, but it also is a beautiful clutch. It's on the Poshmark. Get that. Oh my gosh. I saw this and was like, what? Now, I'm not a super like Michael Kors fan. I don't have a bunch of MK products. However, I love a fanny pack. And because I love a fanny pack, it means I like things that can go around my waist that allow me very easily to be hands-free. And so that's what this does. Hello, hello. I am hands-free. And so again, you're not putting a lot in here. You're putting a few things. You might even carry a bigger bag with you. But this just lets your hands be free. I love the chain here. So you see what I'm doing. I've got a full now display of jewels. And I can keep my money close. So this is good for vacation, but this is also good if you're going out to the mall or doing something that requires for you to do a lot of movement. When I'm out, I don't necessarily want a huge bag on one arm or on my wrist. I want something simple like this. I can leave the big bag in the car. I can leave the big bag at the house, and I can just pull what I need out of here. So I love that. I'm keeping it on. This is simple. It's a simple wristlet. I actually bought it as a bag charm. You all have seen one of my bags recently, a few of my bags actually that are charmed. I love this as a bag charm. I have a black bag that's going to go really beautifully on, and I could also connect other charms to it. So I was looking for something really interesting. It is brand spanking new. It has an original tag on it. It still has the little plastic piece in there, but the main purpose of this is to be a bag charm and to maybe collect some other bag charms and create a really, Jane Birkinified bag or a junkie bag type of aesthetic. I'll let you know how it goes. Stay tuned. Next is this VR Classic 1980s, I believe, bag. Monogram canvas bag. It's got a keychain inside that is attached. It is an old school, vintage, throwback, monogrammed bag. And you all know I love to research. So I'm still researching this one, but I found several of this brand online, again, on the resale market. And if you are familiar, if you grew up with the VR Classic, if your mama, grandmama, auntie, or you had it, and you loved it, tell me about it. I like to collect stories because then it makes it even better when I'm able to sell it or when I'm carrying it so I can share with people, do you know about this bag? So I love this bag. It's very simple. Again, you could also put a chain here. They have the chains that can connect in the middle and then make it a crossbody. Okay. And then this is my girl. Hello, girl. How you doing? Oh, I love her. When I was in Italy, I bought a monogrammed Gucci bag similar to this, except it has the red and green stripe on it. And so every few months, I look and see, can I find a toiletry bag? Because I love a bag in bag. You all know that. I like to put a bag in a bag so that I can make sure that if I need to run in someplace really quick, I have it. But also so that my toiletries are there, things that are very easy. And so I was looking in one of the places I look in the online space, and I was able to find this brand new in-box, in-dust bag, toiletry bag, because someone had gotten it as a gift and already had a bunch of stuff and didn't want it anymore. Though people can tell you anything they want to tell you, any story they want to tell you, right? People can tell you the truth. They can tell you a lie. They can tell you anything to get sympathy so you can make a purchase. However, I wanted to believe that story. So I made an offer that was significantly lower than this would be going on the market. And I mean, significantly, like almost stole it. Like, didn't steal it, but almost stole it because it was pennies. Okay. And it goes really well with, and so it goes really well with this. So I've used it. I love it. It is beautiful. It's got the numbers inside. It has what it needs. I feel really good about it. I love it. All right, you saw some of the tie clips and brooches that I got this month, but let me share a couple of more with you that I was able to get. Look at that. Really beautiful tie clip. I will put that on one of the ties that I've gotten. This is a brooch. Here's a brooch. Circular brooch. I like circles because there's no end to them. There's no square to them. And then I really like this one. I've worn this one quite a few times actually because I wear it on my trench coats. And I really, really love that. I shared these shoe clips with you. They're red shoe clips. I cannot wait to put them on so that you can see. But who does not need shoe clips? Faux leather, red, beautiful, vintage shoe clips that will go really beautifully with a pair of tennis shoes that I have, just to give it some visual interest and to really up the aesthetic game. We're doing all the charms, doing the bag charms, we're doing the shoe charms, we're doing the sock charms. This just adds one additional layer to the charming of your shoe. All right, Thrifties, here are some things that are on the Poshmark for you to go purchase right now. So I'm gonna breeze through them so you can see, but they're on the Poshmark closet just for you. All right, this wool, 3/4 length, if you will, almost comes down to my shin jacket. It is unbranded, unmarked, but it is absolutely gorgeous. There is no stretch in it, so it is a true like medium. It might be a large, depending on your chest size. It might fit as a large, but it is beautiful. It is very lightweight, so it'd be a good transition piece from a kind of winter or end of winter into spring, but it is 100% wool and it's gorgeous. I have a couple of blazers. Here is a blue Hickey Freeman for Nordstrom blazer. It is a men's blazer. I believe it's a 43 long, which means it's going to fit a woman large, extra large, and still be oversized. Let me just show you. And because it has these gold buttons, I want to show you how I would wear this because it's oversized, so meaning it comes all the way down. I'm going to show you how I would wear this. Remember I shared these hair ties with you? So here's what you do. I want to show off the gold, and I don't want to fold it. I want it to sit right here, but you get the point, okay? So what you do is you stick that there. Put it in a comfortable place so that it doesn't bother you. So usually right under the elbow is a really good place where it shouldn't bother you too much. And there's enough cushion there from the material. And then you can begin to kind of scrunch up like that. You see? So kind of even out, and then how does it look? So now you've got your gold buttons. You got your gold buttons. This is ready for you. I'm gonna keep this on for a second because you all need to just get into it, and I'm gonna show you the other blazer, and maybe I'll show you that one as well. Okay, this one is a beautiful sport coat. It is blue and green and a little bit of black or really dark blue that goes in there. Really beautiful. The brand is Southern Pines. Really good interior. I believe this one is a large. If you look on the Poshmark, I have taken measurements so that you can also see what it would fit like, but it will also fit a woman, probably medium, large, extra large-ish. I'm gonna try it on for you. I'm usually about a large so that you can kind of get an idea. All right, so again, same thing. I'm not gonna try it on again, but the same thing. Put on the hair ties to pull that up so that you now have a more pulled in aesthetic. This is oversized for a woman. So again, between medium and extra large, depends on how tight you want it, but I put the measurements on the Poshmark closet for you so that you can see, and particularly making sure pit to pit that you know the size, because you want to make sure that it fits the girls. Okay, you don't want it to be way open here. It doesn't have to close. I'm not the one who's going to tell you that your jacket has to close. It closes if you want it to close, but I am the one to tell you want it to sit comfortably. You don't want it to be too tight or too off or have the boobs too far out, because then that takes away from the oversized aesthetic that you're going for. Okay, next up, this is on the Poshmark closet. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I even have a picture of myself on there showing you how to wear it. You can, of course, wear it. Oh, hi. Hey, how are you? Do you see that? Okay. I forgot I unzipped it. The arms come off. These arms totally come off, okay? So that's something to keep in mind. I had unzipped it, so let me get myself in here. The arms totally come off. So you pull yourself, in like this. And then what I've done in the picture, you'll see this. What I did was kind of pull it up this way. And then you've got some clasps here that I can't totally see without my mirror, but I'm kind of winging it. So you see I've pulled this down in the front. Now there may be other ways to wear it, but this is just the way that I like to wear it because it gives me the waist that I'm looking for, and it gives some visual dimension there, and it just does what it's supposed to do. It's a leather and kind of a cotton mix here, and it's really just good. It's a good outdoor jacket for outdoor activities. It would be really good. It's a really cool just piece to add to your closet. It does have a slight shoulder pad, so it does give some of that dimension that I like, but not so stark. So even if you are a little bit wider, it's not going to look so big on you. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. Very, very, very good. All right, who doesn't love this? I'm going to try it on for you. But it is a patent leather moto jacket, also on the Poshmark closet for you. It has lots of snaps and straps and zips and dips and all the things. This would be so dope with those patent leather shoes that I told you I bought this month, but there's somewhere else besides here with the thrift haul. So here we are. So it comes up quite a bit. It is cropped. You're also going to be heard a mile away. All of this plastic. But I love it because, I mean, see me, hear me, okay? I love it. It also has this little piece at the bottom that is like a little belt. It goes in. It goes here. And it snaps on the side. Really good. Lots of zips, as I mentioned. This would be a really good, fun jacket. It does have some shoulder pads. Let me get those fixed in here. Yeah. Here we go. Can you see what I've got going on? Hello, somebody. This right here is baby 1980s. Cigarette pant, tall stiletto. I mean, it's giving me Peggy Bundy. It's giving me Grease, the movie. I mean, it's giving me my childhood. It's giving me, 80s, early 90s, like realness. And it's in the Poshmark closet just for you. I'm sad I'm really sad to let all of these go. But one of the things I committed to when I started Drapes and Jewels was that I was going to be out here curating beautiful closets all across the world. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is give you some of that beauty and joy that you can count on. Okay, and last but not least, I have already laundered this one for you because it just was so beautiful. I wanted to make sure it went in the condition that people needed it to be in. This is a very heavy, hefty trench coat. I mean, it is beautiful. This is lined, so there's a lining here that can zip in and zip out. I love, love, love when my vintage coats come with a liner. The top button is a little bit loose, but it's still there. That means you can tighten it up. It'll be really good for you. It's a size 14. I like an oversized look because one of the things that is most frustrating about wearing a winter coat is for it to be too tight and you can't move around. You can't stretch. You can't get in the car. You can't, maneuver because you're already compressed by having on a coat. So I really enjoy it being a larger size and being a little oversized for me. So I would say, if you're a large, extra large, this will be perfect for you, but it's a size 14. It's absolutely beautiful, electric blue, vintage coat. It is really beautiful. Like I said, lined. The lining can come out because you're going to get warm when you have it. And so if you want to transition from the winter into the spring or earlier into the fall before the winter, this will be a really great transitional coat to do that in. Okay? All right, Thrifties, let's move into the next section of the thrift haul. I know this is a little bit longer of a video than I typically do, but baby, the thrift stores have been good to me. Okay, so let me share with you this. I'm in love with this bag. I have been looking for this type of bag. You might call it like a satchel. It just is really good. I have been looking for a longer in dimension type of bag. Many of my bags are, totes, regular size. And this really felt like an oversized. This is not my DJ scratch table, but this is canvas. And then this is leather. So it is leather handles, leather trim, and I've added my charms. I'll talk about those in a second. It is a Calvin Klein vintage bag. It is in impeccable condition. It is absolutely beautiful. I stuck the Gucci Plus in there just to show you all the bag and bag situation, because I'm not necessarily carrying this around the grocery store, right? I'm going to leave it in the car or I'm going to leave it at home, but I can pull out my smaller wristlet, take that in with me. I love that it has this little brass strap on the side here, and I put just some little baubles on there. I love a good charm situation. This is the definition of old meets new. I have cleaned this bag already, but I probably will go back through it. There's another marker of Calvin Klein so that you can see what you've got. And when I came across this, I bet they had no clue what they were putting out, because baby, this is an amazing, amazing, amazing bag. I love it so much and can't wait to style it. Again, this is one of those things where you wear to an event where you're going to go and have a seat. But if you're not and you don't know where you're going for the day and you're going other places, then definitely put a bag in bag. That's the Gucci Plus. You all heard me talk about that last month, I believe. Go back and watch that video. Here's a few things I picked up at the thrift store that I want to share with you. Okay, one, I got the task of my mother saying, I need a bathing suit. Go get me a bathing suit from the thrift store. And so I was like, I don't know. But as soon as I got on the aisle, I found this one. Brand new with tags, because that's really the only way I was going to get her a bathing suit. Brand new with tags. She didn't have to go to the regular store and get it. And it's absolutely beautiful. Really great material. It is vacation ready. I bought these to go together. So this is a beautiful Brooks Brothers long sleeve shirt. And I bought this because I was looking to do a little layering situation like this. Kind of casual meets more business. So business casual put together. When I tried it on, it works really well with a pair of jeans. And so you allow the bottom to kind of hang. And it really gives a sporty golf course collegiate look. That's really what is happening here. So I bought these two things to go together. I love a blazer. So we have this black and white blazer, double breasted. It fits oversized. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a men's blazer. Many of the blazers you're going to see are men's blazers because I like the oversized nature of them. And then you have this one. Yes, you have seen a print similar to this in a previous video because I wore something with a jersey, a skirt with a jersey with this same type of kind of Christmas print is what I'm going to call it. But it's really beautiful. So there's that one. And then that one. Gorgeous. And if you see anything that makes you excited, makes you sing, makes you want more, ask me about it because I may post it on Poshmark just for you. Or if you're local in Nashville, of course, I'll just meet up with you. Or I can mail it here locally. And it may be a little bit cheaper because I don't have to do the Poshmark fees. Just ask me, okay? You never know till you ask. Here is this blazer here. Really like this color. I thought this color really was something I didn't have a whole lot of. It's kind of a mauve type of color. This, of course, is Talbot's. It's a woman's blazer. I also liked that most blazers, of course, start the button in the middle. This one has buttons all the way down. Really like that from a visual perspective. And having the buttons all the way up here, all the way down, actually can lengthen the person depending on how they wear it. And so, of course, you know, I'm probably going to wear it with a pair of jeans and maybe even, you know, something like this. So some type of collared shirt, or, you know, I'm a t-shirt gal, so I may have a t-shirt on. Who knows with me? You never know. All right. Next up, I bought a suit for my son. So these are, I sourced these in 3 different places. These are not all from the same place. And let's see the price because I want to share with you. But $7 for the jacket. I'll show you in just a second. $4 for the white shirt from H&M. And then $4 for the pants, which are Izod. So what's that, 15 bucks? 15 bucks for an entire suit. Okay, 15 bucks. So wonderful jacket, white Oxford shirt, and then a black trouser. 15 buck suit. Put together, curated for my son so that he can wear his suit. He likes to be fly, and I want him to be fly. All right, this is on the Poshmark, guys. This is a shacket, a shirt jacket with fringe. It is a wonderful olive green color. I really, really like olive green as a color. It goes really well in this season that we're in, around, you know, cowboys, Western. It'll transition really well with you between seasons. So this is kind of a all season jacket. It's something that you could even wear with a pair of really high shorts and a shirt under. So if you, it snaps open. So it's on the Poshmark closet. Go look. If you're so inclined, it is a size X, which I think is like a size extra large in this particular brand. Large, extra large, depends on how oversized you want, but the measurements should be there for you. I really just loved the oversized nature of this fleece and the fun colors. That's the best answer I got. I mean, sometimes you just don't need much more. I knew that I could wear this. I plan on wearing this with the sleeves pulled up. It is extremely large. It's probably like a 2X, so it's oversized. I was going to wear it in a slouchy way with some jeans, probably just a regular old like white t-shirt under, a lot of jewelry, some jeans, and a tennis shoe. something real simple, but this would be the main attraction. It's got a hoodie. It's got a high-low situation, so the front is higher, the back is lower, and it's just fun. And sometimes you just need fun in your clothes. This is probably one of my favorite pieces along the way. Let me share with you why. It is vintage 100% wool blazer, but the blazer is slightly off center the way it buttons. It's not just a straight down. It gives a little bit of something because it comes on the side. Now again, because I got things, I'm not necessarily going to button it all the way up, but you get the point of what I'm trying to show you here is that I really enjoy that it's a little bit off center. I'm a little bit off center. Most people I know are a little bit off center. I really like that. I know that that seems so small, but it's so significant in what I told you in the beginning of this, which is to really make sure that you have freedom on the inside of you that you show on the outside. And some of my freedom means I get to be a little bit off center, a little disruptive, and a little bit of a rule breaker. And so that's what this jacket really means for me, is a little bit of all of that. All right, y'all, this is also on the Poshmark. It is this really beautiful dress from Zara with the kind of fringe floral look. It does have a liner, so it'd be really, really great for the spring and certainly for the summer. It is an off-white color. It is absolutely gorgeous. You all see the kind of print there. That kind of 3D. Again, this is texture. This again is another example of what I mean when I'm saying wearing things that reflect who you are. I'm a lot of texture. You all seen this trench. It is becoming one of my favorite coats that I've been wearing. Who does not love, who does not need a trench in black? I need it. It's again one of those oversized looks. I've already laundered it. I've already worn it several times. What I really like are the buttons. The buttons can make or break an outfit, because if the buttons look extremely cheap, or if they look like they don't belong on the piece, it can take a really elevated high piece and bring it down. So I really like when designers use really great quality buttons or hardware in general on their materials. It really makes a difference. Now, this is not me, but if this is you, you can replace buttons. It's not me. Remember, I told you I have a seamstress that I'm going to be bringing in to do some things. And so maybe I would ask her to do those things, but it's not me. Okay, last but certainly not least, here is something I saw. Remember, I tell you, go down every aisle, look every place. This was actually in the linens section. It was in the linen section, just sitting there. That means that somebody was rolling through and they just stuck it on the aisle. And I was like, oh, I've got a patent leather skirt and oversized patent leather black jacket, but this one fits nice. It fits really well. It's again one of those, it gives the kind of impression of being double-breasted in a way because of how it comes over. It's not double-breasted, but it gives that impression. It just cinches everything in. I hand washed this as well. It has the puffy sleeves, so that adds that extra bit of oomph. I really love sleeves that are doing something interesting. I love cuffs that are doing something interesting. I certainly love the bodice to be doing something. So this has a little bit of fit and flare situation happening here. It's not peplum, which doesn't work if you are a thicker girl on the top. Peplum, that idea of it kind of coming all the way out, no baby, that doesn't work well, particularly with if you have a larger stomach and you don't want to accentuate it. Now if you want to accentuate it, baby, you do what you need to do. No judgment at all from me, because I want you to wear what you love. I want you to wear what makes you happy. I want you to wear what brings you joy. I'm just telling you, if you have a little bit bigger stomach, then you don't want anything that causes attention to the stomach. You really want things that are going to be pushed away. So I may or may not wear it closed. I tend to like, again, for the purpose of movement, I tend to like my things open and being able to be movable in this way. So I love this. It is just the perfect amount of everything that I need it to be. Oh shoot, 2 last items. I forgot. This scarf I got at a consignment sale that I went to. I really like an oversized scarf. One, because I wear them. I drape them on my coats. So that trench coat, I could drape it around it because it's huge. But also, what I love is sticking it inside of a purse. And you all seen that multiple times where I will throw it inside of a purse and let it drape like that. Hence, drapes and jewels. Drapes means everything. I drape all the things I can. And then, of course, I've always got the jewels and the buckles and the things that make me really happy. Okay, so I don't want to forget that. Okay, and then I cannot forget this, baby. I mean, I found this incredible money band. That's what it is. It goes around your clothes, and it really goes under your clothes, or it will help you, you know, if you're working out and you're running and you want something very thin close to the body, so that if something falls or if somebody even comes to you and tries to pickpocket you, you can feel it, right? And so it opens up. So this is what it looks like on the outside. Y'all know I love a fanny pack. Love a fanny pack. So this operates similarly to a fanny pack. It is very stretchy, so it'll go around most body types, I imagine. And then you open it up, and it's got little compartments. And then you can close it up, and there's that. And then you snap it in place. Isn't that darling? I mean, isn't that everything? This, again, is the value of going to the thrift store. Because at the thrift store, you're going to find things that other people have loved and have thought were genius. And you're going to really be able to add your own flair to it. Find ideas of things that you didn't know you needed, but you might need now. But also just find experiences and stories that you may not find anywhere else. That's what the thrift store does. All right, Thrifties. This has been an experience. This is a thrift haul, okay? Make sure that you like, that you share, that you subscribe, that you comment on all the platforms. So TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure that you're sharing it broadly, letting other people know how they can get the access to this experience. And of course, you can shop my Poshmark, search for Drapes and Jewels. And I always am looking forward to doing the shop with me, in-person or virtual experience. That's where I take you shopping so that you can learn how to do this on your own. So get your own thrift haul going and save tons of money. We call this slow fashion. While there is a couple of fast fashion pieces in here, for the most part, everything in here is vintage. It has been used for many, many years, decades. It is some even maybe older than a couple of decades. And so that means that it is really sustainable. It's very good quality. It's great for the environment, and it will add some joy and eccentricness to your closet. Okay, so shop with me. You can also do the style bundle. The style bundle is where you need to add something to your closet. You have gaps. You're going on an interview. You are going on vacation. You are going on a date. Hello. And you need some support in putting together an outfit or putting together key signature pieces for your wardrobe. And I want to do that with you. So that's the style bundle. And then lastly, I can source things. If you say, hey, I am looking for a red bag that is super funky, that no one else is going to have in my circle, with gold hardware and, you know, it's vintage, can you help me? Absolutely. We put together an idea of what you're looking for. We put together a budget together, and then I go out and I start scouring and looking, and you're a part of the process all the way, because I'm not buying anything. that you don't love. Allow me to source for you. Allow me to style with you, or allow me to shop with you so that you can make magic in your closet alongside of me. But I also want to make magic in your mind, your body, and in your soul. All right, Thrifties, happy thrifting.